I spent $680 on this package containing over 150 LEGO Star Wars minifigures, and in this video, we'll go through all of them one by one and find out how much they're worth. To be honest, I have no clue what their value is. I just saw one or two nice minifigures, so I decided to pick up the bundle and just push my luck and see what we get. So this could be a complete scam, but it could also be a gold mine. So let's find out what's inside right now. Let's start off with this bag because I see some very nice clone troopers. All right, let's start off with this minifigure right here. This is the Bark Trooper that was released in 2014. Some people say that it's Commander Neo as well. This one was released in one set and it goes for about $20. Next up, we have Commander Gree, and this is the Phase 2 variant with the gray strip right here. So this one goes for quite a bit as well. It's not the most expensive variant, but it is one that goes for at least 30 bucks, I'd say. And he has the wrong head, but that's no big deal. This one was released in 2 sets, I believe. Next up is another Phase 2 Commander Gree. This is our second, and this time he has the right head, so this is another very cool minifigure. We have a Phase 2 Clone Gunner. This is the OG version, probably my favorite. I like those helmets more than the newer ones, and this one was only released in the 2017 Republic fighter tank. Here we have 4 Kashyyyk battle droids, and those are very cool. They go for about $3 a piece, so that's 12 bucks right there. Next up is the Imperial Shock Trooper with the wrong head. I'm not sure whose head that is, but it's supposed to be an angry clone head. And this one was only released in one battle pack in 2016, so it goes for quite a bit, probably over $10. Then I see 2 Jet Troopers. Those are the 501st Jet Troopers. They're very cool. They go for about $6 to $7 each, and they were released in the 501st battle pack from 2020. They're unique, very cool minifigures right there. Next up, we have a Shadow Trooper, a Shadow Stormtrooper, and he has the wrong head, but aside from that, he looks pretty complete. They go for about $5 each, and that's what I'm saying right now. I'm just noticing there's a lot of missing heads, so thankfully I do have some extra ones, so it's gonna be fine, but that is one thing that you have to keep in mind when you buy all these bundles. Next up is a Phase 2 312 Attack Legion Clone Trooper. This one goes for quite a bit. I think it's about 10 bucks, maybe a bit more, and for some reason he has that comma that probably goes for another $2 or $3, so that's a pretty nice addition to my collection. We have a 2013 Phase 2 501st Clone Trooper from the Clone Wars. Wrong head. This is the angry clone head. It's supposed to be just a regular Clone Trooper from the Clone Wars head. But this one is a cool minifigure. Sadly, he doesn't have the right legs. They're supposed to have prints, but it was only released in 2 sets. Next up, we have this minifigure right here. This is a Artillery Stormtrooper, I believe. He's missing 2 pieces right here, but aside from that, he looks complete. He has the pauldron, so that's the most expensive piece right here. And this one goes for about $10. We have another Jet Trooper, Phase 2 Jet Trooper. I just noticed we had a third one. Next up, we have this battle droid. This is a security battle droid. That one goes for about $3 to $5, I'd say, in between those 2 prices. Then we have a hover tank driver. Hopefully we have Chirrut Nimue in this bundle. We'll find out soon enough. Next up is this Phase 2 Airborne Clone Trooper from the 212 Attack Battalion. This one goes for a solid $8, I'd say, but he's missing his comma, unfortunately, which is worth quite a bit. So that's why he's not worth as much, but he was only released in 1 set, so it's still a very cool minifigure to get. Next up, we have a lot of Mandalorians, 2 of them, the Tribe Warriors, so that's half of the ones that came in the battle pack, and these go for about $4 each. They're pretty cool with the cape, but they don't have that much gears. At least though, their prints are very nice. Next up, I see 2 Sith Troopers right here. We got 2 of them, and they are complete this time, so that's really cool. Maybe they're missing 1 piece here. That's possible, but either way, they go for about $3. They were only released in the Sith Troopers battle pack, so they're worth quite a bit. That's why they're not super cheap like some other minifigures we've seen before. Here I see Commander Gree in his Phase 1 outfit, but he has the wrong head and he's missing his helmet, so he's not worth much, maybe like $6. Next up is a minifigure from the Yoda's Chronicles, I believe. And man, his head is like stuck in his helmet, so I guess we'll just leave it as is. This one's pretty cool. It's worth about $10 and was released, I believe, in a book. We have 2 Snowtroopers. They're actually different. I think this one's missing a bunch of pieces, so he's probably not worth much. He's supposed to have printed legs. This one seems to be more accurate, so he might be worth a bit more. We have a third one right here, and this one's also complete. I think it came in the AT-AT, the UCS one. Next up, we have a bunch of Stormtroopers. We got 4 of these, and they're all the same. Maybe their head are a little different. So 2 two of them have the angry clone head, but aside from that, they're all stormtroopers. They go for about $4 to $5 each. Let me know in the comments which stormtroopers you prefer, the one with the dual molded helmets or the one with the regular helmets from 2014. Next up, we have two more stormtroopers. Those are jump troopers, and this one has a wrong head, but it's all good, and they're missing their backpack, unfortunately, so they probably only go for about $2 to $3 each. Next up, we have this clone trooper. This is the airborne clone trooper, and he has actually the backpack of one of those jump troopers, so that's pretty cool. We'll be able to complete one of them, and because he's missing his helmet, he's probably not worth much. We also have a Kashyyyk scout trooper, but this one's missing his helmet as well, so I'd say he's probably about $6. Next up, we have this Senate clone trooper, and this is the clone trooper commander because of those white lines, but actually he has the wrong helmet. It's supposed to be just the regular one, otherwise his legs and torso would be different. So that one probably goes for about $5. Next up, we have a Republic clone trooper, or just Republic trooper. These go for about $4. We have a regular stormtrooper, first order stormtrooper. That one's pretty cool. They go for about $3, and this one's cracked, unfortunately. I've received a lot of them, and a lot of them actually are cracked, I'd say. And then this guy right here is the first order heavy assault stormtrooper, and this one goes for about $2 or $3 as well. We also have another stormtrooper, and this one has the angry clone head. This is the one with the dual molded helmet. Next up is a very cool helmet. This one goes for about $20 because it is an exclusive one, the one that was released with the Ponkrell set, and unfortunately it's a bit damaged. As you can see, there's like some bite marks, but it's still solid $10 at least. And then we also have this stormtrooper, but he's missing his helmet, so he's not worth much. Next up is an Imperial hover tank driver with the wrong head. This one goes for about $8 and was released in the Imperial assault hover tank. Next up, we got two of these 332nd Legion clone troopers, and I think those are both from the set with Ahsoka, so the AAT. Just because of that little line here, there's a bit of space between that black visor and that black line, so I think that's why they're from that set, and I think they're a lot more expensive than the other ones. Those are about $8 each at least because they're exclusive. We have a random Republic trooper helmet. We'll just put that one aside, probably a $1 piece. It was quite damaged, so not worth much. And then we have also this extra guy right here, and he's a first order flame trooper, but he doesn't have the backpack, so he's not worth much. Next up, we got a bunch of battle droids. We got 17 of them, so those are about $2 each, so that's $34 right there. And then we have a Luke Skywalker in his pilot outfit, so that's pretty cool. This one goes for about $4. And we have a battle droid pilot. That one's about $2 as well. And then finally, we have a bunch of 501st clone troopers, and I think those are all the ones from the 501st battle pack from 2020. And we got 8 of them in total. They're about $5 each, so that's at least $40 right there. All right, so far so good. We have some really cool clones in there. Now let's move on to this bag. First of all, we got Ayla Secura from the Republic fighter tank. This one goes for about $20 at least. Next up is a Phase 2 Kashyyyk clone trooper, and this one was only released, I believe, in 3 sets, so it's worth quite a bit. I think it's about $10. Next up is a really cool character, and this is Ponkrell. This one was very disliked in the Clone Wars because he was so cruel, but he's a really cool character when you think about it. He really carried the Clone Wars, especially season 6. I believe it was in season 6, and that one goes for a lot. This one's about $40 at least. We also have Luminara. This is one of the other minifigures I saw that made me purchase this bundle just because I know it's super expensive. This one goes for about $80. Sadly though, she doesn't have the sponge cape, so she's probably not going to go as much, but she's still worth quite a bit, so it's all good. And I don't think Lego's still releasing some new Luminara minifigures anytime soon. I don't know why, probably because the prints of that one were so good, but I saw they're releasing a new Ki-Adi-Mundi, so we never know. Maybe they'll release a new Luminara soon. We also have Quinlan Vos that came in the same set as Luminara, and that was the cloned turbo tank. This one goes for a solid $40 at least, maybe a bit more, maybe 50. We also have this Darth Vader. There's so many variants, so I'm not even gonna guess which one that is, but it's a very cool variant. No printed arms though, so it could be the one from the Death Star, but it could be a different one as well. We also have Tarful, which is the chief of the Wookiees. This one goes for quite a a bit. I think $12, maybe 10. Was released in 2 sets. Then we have a couple Scout Troopers.
Yes,
those
sir.
are always nice to get. We got 2 of them right here that are actually complete this time. They both came from the same set, and they have the right head, so that's awesome. Here's a phase 1 clone lieutenant. That one goes for quite a bit. I think it's about $30, and he has the wrong head, so we'll be able to replace it with the angry clone head and move that one to the 501st clone that we got earlier in the video. Then we also have a Senate Commando with the angry clone head. That one goes for about $5. Next up is our second phase 2 212 attack battalion clone trooper, and that one goes for a solid $10 minimum. We have the white Boba Fett. This is an exclusive minifigure that was only released in a book, so that one goes for quite a bit, and it's got the angry clone head, so that's the wrong head, but aside from that, it's worth about $40, so it's still a very cool find. Next up, we got Veers, and I'm not sure which variant that is, but either way, he's worth at least $15. It's a very cool minifigure, very desirable from Empire Strikes Back. We also have Lando, which is a cool minifigure, but sadly, I don't see his cape, so we'll have to find it. Hopefully, it's in one of those bags. I saw some nice pieces, but we'll see. We have this guy right here, so oh, that's nice. We're gonna be able to get that helmet to the other clone that was missing it earlier. This one right here, so it's now complete. The helmet is worth about $3, so that's nice. And then we got this Republic Trooper, and we have his helmet right here, so it's now complete, which is very nice. Next up, we have this Anakin Skywalker. This is the one from the duel on Mustafar, I believe. This one goes for quite a bit, at least $20. Then we have a Luke Skywalker minifigure. This is the one from the final duel. We have our second Imperial Shadow Trooper with the wrong head. This one goes for about $5. We also have an Imperial Shadow Trooper, and this is the one that was released, I believe, in the 2019 Imperial Dropship, so that one's pretty cool. Next up, we have this Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure, and he has the wrong head, unfortunately, but aside from that, this is the young Padawan, so it goes for about $5. We also have another Mandalorian Tribe Warrior, so that's our third, worth about $4. And we have our fourth right here, so this completes our little bundle for the Mandalorian Tribe Warriors. And we also have these 2 guys right here. Those are both from the ATSD Raider, and they go for about $3 a piece. Next up is Obi-Wan Kenobi from Duel on Mustafar. This one goes for about $8 as well. They'll be able to confront Anakin. And then we also have Cara Dune right here. This one's a nice minifigure. It's not the right legs, I believe, and it's not a super expensive minifigure. It's only about $6. Next up, we have this Sith Trooper right here. Always nice to get those guys. He has the printed legs, but he has the wrong hand, unfortunately, but it's no big deal. It's easy to replace. We also have this guy right here that goes for about $4 from the Mandalorian. I see Sharut right here. That's his head, but he doesn't have all his gear, so he's definitely not worth much in this case. That's quite unfortunate. Next up is an AT-AT driver, and this one goes for a solid $4, I believe. We also have Ahsoka, probably from the AAT set. Next up is this Rebel pilot, and this one goes for about $4 to $5. Nothing too special about it. We have our second Ahsoka from the AAT, and probably Duel on Mandalore, maybe some other sets as well. It's quite a popular minifigure, but very common at the same time. Then we have a Yoda, and this is probably the one from the ATRT. For now, all those minifigures are still incomplete, so I'll just put them aside. And let's open up these bags with the pieces, because maybe we'll be able to complete some minifigures with the pieces in those bags. So I already see some nice pieces because we got this Clone Sergeant helmet, and then I have the minifigure right here. So that one's going to be complete for a solid $8, and it's actually an exclusive minifigure, pretty cool one. Then I see also the Commander Grease helmet, so we'll be able to almost complete it aside from the wrong head. At least we'll have the helmet, so that's awesome. Then let's find out if there's anything else. I see the Kashyyyk Scout Trooper helmet, so that's a nice one to have as well. We did have a Kashyyyk Scout Trooper right here, so now it's complete. I also just found this helmet. This is from the Mandalorian, and I saw the Mandalorian right here, so this one's complete as well. Very nice minifigure, and look at that. His arms are actually in the wrong way for some reason, so we'll have to move those around. That's also his gun. So now He'll have his weapon. That's also the helmet we should have had with the Senate Trooper earlier, right here. So I'll just swap it real quick. Then we have this nice piece for the Jump Trooper. That's quite an important piece to have to complete that minifigure, so that's good. There are these two capes. You can't go wrong with those. The black cape is probably worth a solid $5, and the red one is maybe $2 or $3. I see this helmet though, so this is going to be a complete resistance trooper, I believe. Aside maybe from the head, it might be the wrong one. And we do have though those Sabine Wrent's hair piece right here, so that one's worth quite a bit too, maybe $2 or $3. And then we had the A-Wing pilot, I believe, helmet right here, so that one might be worth something. If I miss anything though, let me know in the comments. We do have another bag with a bunch of pieces, so let's find out if there's anything special in it. We have a regular phase 1 clone trooper helmet. That one's about $2. Then we have this head right here, which is actually pretty cool to have because it's the one that was supposed to be with the white Boba Fett right here, so we'll replace it. Then we have this minifigure right here, and I actually saw the head for that minifigure earlier. This is a Chancellor Palpatine, and it's only missing his hair piece now, which we might have in the bundle. I'll just have to find it. If we can complete it, it'd be a $40 minifigure, so that'd be really cool. Here's a First Order Stormtrooper. We just need his arm right here, so he's not worth much. Here's a Qui-Gon Jinn's head with the hair piece as well, so that one's about $5, maybe a bit more. And finally, we got a couple heads that could be worth something. Definitely the Clone Trooper and that one are worth quite a bit. The General Hux might be worthless, and then we have this woman head as well. All right, we have our last bag right here. We have this Big Steve figure. That's not a Lego. I'm not sure why that's in there, and it seems to be broken, so it's pretty worthless. Then we have a Royal Guard. That one seems to have a fake cape though. I don't think there's one that has a cape like that, but the rest of his parts are real Lego, so it's probably worth $4. And then we have Zori, and I actually saw her helmet earlier in the video, so that one's about $4 when complete. Then we have this Senate Commando Trooper, and we did have his helmet, so that's pretty cool. That one's going to be complete. That's another $5 right here. I think it's just his head that might be incomplete. Then this is Princess Leia's head, and that one goes for about $4. It is damaged though, so maybe a bit less in this case. And then that's another Royal Guard's torso and legs, so we'll put that one aside. And aside from that, I see some superheroes minifigures, but we're not gonna go too much in details with those, except for this one, because that one is actually worth quite a bit. It's at least $15, I'd say. And then we have all of these incomplete minifigures, so they're not worth much. And it's unfortunate for this Leia, because I know she goes for quite a bit if you can get the cape and her hairpiece, but it's the hairpiece that's worth the most. So without it, it's not worth much.
Well, that was an epic haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And you can watch this video next. It's going to be another amazing LEGO Star Wars unboxing. See you there. Bye-bye.